Hi, this is Michael McAndrew here from talksabouttech.com. Today I'm going to be giving you my review of the Superlux E205 microphone. So let's take a look at the box here. This is a studio condenser microphone. I purchased this microphone on thomann.de. I'll have the link in the description to this video. But if you just look at the box here, it says the features are high SPL handling and wide dynamic range provided, unmatched versatility. We'll look at all the specs of this microphone a little bit later, but let's just go ahead and open the box anyway. So it's actually quite a nice little cardboard box, fairly simple. Nothing special about the box, but we do get this nice leather pouch that holds the microphone right there. Nice leather pouch. Let's put that out of the way and let's put the microphone out of the way. First impressions on the microphone are it is a full solid metal construction, extremely heavy, and does have an LED there just to show that the microphone is on or whatever. It does have an XLR connector on the bottom and kind of a screw mount for mounting it to a number of different stands or whatever as well. Metal mesh. Everything is metal, everything is solid. So let's move on here. You also get this mount, this screw mount, and it has a little adapter here on the bottom for threading into microphone stands, and it'll take the two main kind of thread sizes for microphone stands. Just put it on the microphone like that and screw it in really easily. And there you go. Now you can put it on a stand. This microphone also has, Superlux also manufacture a shock mount for this, a specific shock mount for this microphone. I decided when I was ordering this to go with a different shock mount because they didn't have the official shock mount in stock. But pretty much any standard shock mount will work with this microphone. We've also got some paperwork in here. And the paperwork basically just shows frequency response, a few other different things with this microphone, which we will get into in a minute. And then at the bottom of the box we've just got this egg crate kind of foam just for protection, and that's pretty much it. That's just the bottom of the box. So that's pretty much everything we have there. So let's talk a bit about the specs of this microphone. So in terms of specs, it is a studio condenser microphone. This means that it has the capsule for this microphone. The diaphragm of this microphone is 1 inch in diameter, and it does take phantom power. Now it'll take from 12 to 52 volts of phantom power. I think 48 volts for this microphone especially is kind of a sweet spot for it. It will work on 12 volts, but the output of the microphone will be far less. 48 volts is kind of the sweet spot for it. In terms of the frequency response of this microphone, it's kind of interesting. It's a supercardioid pickup pattern. So it picks up what's directly in front of it. It doesn't pick up anything on top of the microphone. It just picks up directly in front of it, and because it's a supercardioid pattern, it's actually much more narrow than a normal cardioid pattern, which is very good for noise rejection. So if you're in a studio that isn't very well soundproofed, or you have background noise or whatever from computer fans, this is a good microphone. And even though it's a condenser microphone, it probably won't pick up a lot of background noise as well, which is very good. So if we look at the frequency response of this microphone, it actually, with the E205, it's quite flat. Basically, there's a few bumps in the mid-range, and there's an extended high-end response in this microphone, which is very common in a lot of condenser microphones of this price. By the way, this is an extremely good value microphone, but there's it's very common in a lot of microphones of this price range to have an extended kind of high frequency response. But what you're going to get from this microphone is extremely smooth. It's going to be great for voice. Very good because it has that little bit of high end. Very good for kind of a little bit of a more brighter vocal, or you could use it for overheads on drums or anything like that. In terms of the SPL on this microphone, it really does a very high SPL of 113 decibels. So this means you can put it in front of a drum kit, you can put it in front of a guitar cab, and it'll be able to take it. It really does have a very high. It's very difficult to blow this microphone capsule. The frequency response is from 30 to 18,000 hertz as well. So specs wise, it seems like quite a nice sounding microphone. Alright, so now it's time for the sound test of the Superlux E205 microphone. Now currently I am just recording into my portable audio recorder, the Zoom H1, and in a minute I'm going to switch over to the Superlux E205. Now just to give you an idea of my signal chain here, I'm running into the Superlux E205 microphone down the microphone cable into my Behringer X2442 USB mixer. I'm not running any EQ on that. I'm not going through any processing. All my processors are being bypassed, going straight out into this Behringer sound card. It's the DCA 202 sound card, and then in through USB into Adobe Audition on my Mac. So that just gives you an idea of what the signal chain is here, and now we can start the audio test. Now before I actually get started, I'm just going to explain I'm using an Octava shock mount as well as an Octava mesh pop filter that attaches onto the shock mount. I'll have links in the description to this video for those as well. Alright, so let's switch over to the Superlux E205 now. Alright, so the first test is going to be really close to the microphone, literally like 1 inch or less away from the microphone. You can hear it's probably, generating some plosives. It's very bassy. But as I start coming back to about 3 inches away from the microphone, you can hear it start to mellow out a bit. It sounds really nice and crisp. A little bit of a high end in there. And you can notice probably that there isn't that much volume drop off as I keep getting back. So now I would reckon I'm about a foot away from the microphone, and it's still picking me up really nicely. I can kind of move from side to side here as well, and it doesn't really drop off all that much. So this microphone really does sound very nice, especially for voice. And this is what I'm going to be using it for, is the podcast. You can tell it doesn't really pick up that much background noise. It's just a really nice microphone. So that pretty much wraps it up for my review of the Superlux E205 microphone. I must say this microphone is absolutely incredible. And normally I would say this is a great microphone for the money, but really this is just a great microphone, full stop. It beats a lot of microphones 3 times, 4 times its price, or at least matches those. Really high quality microphone. What this microphone will be great for is for if you're doing stuff in a home recording studio. Your recording studio is not very well treated acoustically. This microphone really does not pick up that much echo or background noise, especially if you got closer to the microphone. So it's a really good option for people in the home recording studios, and the price is extremely budget friendly. When I tell you the price, you might be very surprised. This microphone cost me €39 on thomann.de. Again, the links for all of the products that I was reviewing in this video will be in the description to this video. But €39 on Thomann. Obviously shock mount and pop filter is a little bit more, but the microphone is extremely affordable. So would I recommend this microphone? Absolutely. I'm using it for my podcasts as well as for different things I'll be doing, because this is a home music recording studio as well. But I'm going to be using this mic for practically everything, for drum overheads, guitar cabs, as well as my podcasts that I do every week. And it just has a great sound for everything. So I highly recommend this microphone. Hope you enjoyed this review. Go check out the website, talksabouttech.com, if you're looking at this video on YouTube. Do feel free to subscribe, like, all that stuff as well. And I really do appreciate you watching this review. See you in the next one.